Okay, let's get warmed up. Welcome to Yoga Sculpt. And again, my name is Kathy. Happy to see you guys here. All right, let's march. Right foot lead. So we always start with a warm-up. Whatever your workout is, you always start with a thorough warm-up. Let's inhale, basic breath. Exhale, do that again. One more time. Now we're going to step touch to the right. Step touch. Good. Take those arms way out there. You're going to make the movement really big. Big movement. Excellent. Let's do 4, 3. Now hold it here. We're going to go hamstring curl. Reach those arms way up. Try to get your heels to the glutes. Looking good, Tuesday. Now 8 more like this. 6, 4, 3. Now bring the knee forward. Reach those arms up. Try to get your knee higher than your navel. Excellent. 8 more knees. Are we starting to feel a little warmer? Okay. Let's march in here. You're going to push your feet like this as a squat. So we're pushing our hips back. Make sure you're doing the arm movement. So we reach, we pull. Now remember guys, we can't find the dumbbells you're looking for. We're supposed to be getting more dumbbells. But if you can't find the correct weights for you, you can get creative. Use the weight plate. You can even use the kettlebell, depending on what we're doing. Okay, weight is in your heels. Last 4, 3, last 2. All right, hold that squat. Now we're going to warm up the lower back. So we're going to come up for 2, flat the back for 2. Round it up for 2, flat it again, round 2. Okay, one more time. Bring it all the way up. Roll your shoulders. And we're going to take up our heavy dumbbells to start. All right, Tuesday, we're going to begin with biceps. Biceps. So you're tucking the elbows in nice and tight. We're going to lift for 2, lower for 2, left leg. Now I want to see a nice loose grip on your dumbbells. Let's get in the habit of opening the hands a little bit so we don't squeeze the dumbbell. Your elbows are tucked in tight to your rib cage, and we're counting to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to get our biceps tighter. By the time we finish this set, the biceps should be fatigued. Now we're going to do 4 more just like this, going really slow. Looking good. Okay, let's do 2 more. You got this. Here it is. 1 more. Now get ready. Let's go tempo pace. Curl. So we're not swinging. It's a really controlled movement. If it gets to be too hard, you're going to switch to 1 arm at a time. Remember Tuesday, there's no movement in your back. So no movement at all. You want to isolate the biceps. Are your muscles starting to get tired? I'm with you. Good job, everybody. If you're not getting tired, you need heavier dumbbells. All right, here we go. You got 6 more. 5, no swinging. 4, 3, 2. Slow it down. Right leg adjusted. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left leg. So we want to push ourselves out of our comfort zone. Instead of stopping the set when the muscles are starting to get tired, we want to push to that point of true muscle fatigue. You guys with me? All right, 2 more slow. 1 more slow. Get ready. Let's go tempo knee lift. 12 and you're done. 11. Don't move your back. Isolate. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, release it. Go with your regular dumbbells. Okay, who's feeling something there? I'm with you. All right, you guys. We're going to do some back work next. So you're going to tilt forward slightly. Open it for 2. Close it for 2. Great job. Did you guys all check to make sure your steps are locked with your right wrist? Keep on. Okay. I'm going to fix this. Ring because it's not locked in. There we go. Safety first. Kelly, you're so weird. I don't know why. So, yeah, it might be one of the work ones. What I like to do, you guys, I like to do this with my big old 9.5 shoe because if it moves, it's not locked in. All right, so we open for 2, close for 2. Now we're going to do 2 more like that. And then we're going to take it. Let's go tempo right here. So you're going to open, close. Now sometimes when we speed up, we let the form get a little sloppy. So I don't want you to do that. You are placing the dumbbells. Get those arms a little bit straighter. Here we go. Last 4. Last 3. 2. All right, slow it down. Add the legs this time. Right leg for 2. Down. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, no flinging, no swinging. The dumbbells are not coming any higher than your shoulders. You are flexing the foot. This is called a rear lift. It's not about how high you lift the leg. It's about the contraction through the glute. Okay, who's feeling this in their back muscle? All right, we're going to get into muscle fatigue. Kick it in. Remember to say scale of 1 through 10. I want you working at an 8 to a 9. Well done, we're just getting warmed up. All right, guys, 2 more slow. You're almost down to the step. You're going to make it. 1 more slow. Ready? Step up your ball and you're done. No legs. 12. 11. Can you get those arms a little bit straighter? Are we embracing that muscle fatigue? Yes, we're embracing it. Almost. Come on. Last 4. Last 3. 2. Release. Roll the shoulders. Great job. Okay. Back to heavy dumbbell. Now, everybody check to make sure your step is locked in. We're going to come up. Some of the steps are getting work. I don't know why, so just be careful. 2 and 2, deadlift. Drop for 2, bring it up for 2. Back flat, chest lifted, adding the row. Row, reach, neutral. All right, guys, I want you to use your meters. Now, I'm going to turn to the side so you can look at my back. My back is flat. I have to lift my chest, stick my booty out. The deadlift focuses on my hamstring and the glutes. We're going to make sure our knees are only bent a little. And I want it to be a really smooth, fluid row. So you're not jerking the arms up. Let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. When you come up, don't hurt your back. So I want you guys to be super careful that you have a neutral spine. Let me show you Tuesday what not to do. Check this out. I'm going to show you how this runs. Please don't do this. You guys see that? I'm going to do it again. Don't hurt your back. This is what it looks like to have a neutral spine. For some reason, people think deadlifts have to have an arched back. It's very dangerous. 2 more. We want to be safe. 1 more. Okay, step down from that bench. We're going to pick up our weight plate, a 5 or a 10. Okay, you're not using the 2.5 unless you're injured. All right. job, you guys. Try to drop that booty a little bit lower. Count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going slow on purpose. We're being very intentional. When we go slow, it's more effective. We have good research to tell us that. It's also safer. If you do strength training quickly, you are way more likely to get injured. Part of my job is to make sure you guys stay safe. And I care about that. Okay, I want you to get a good workout. I want you to get the results you're looking for. But I gotta keep you safe. Okay, 2 more. Great job. 1 more. Now, everybody hold the squat. You're going to put your weight plate here. Look at the left side here. You're sitting in a chair. Okay. Little baby pulses up. You're going to lift the weight plate about an inch or so. Stay really low. The lower body's just coming up about 1 inch as well. We should be feeling it in our quads and our glutes. Everybody with me? Oh, we're feeling something. Hold it. Place your hands above the knees. Slowly round up. Put the weight plate down. Go back to your regular dumbbell. You guys are doing an amazing job today. How's that energy? Okay, you're going to take your dumbbells and they're going to be super glued behind you. You're going to slice it up forward. We're going to lift up for 2, push down for 2. Lift up for 2, push down for 2. Now the dumbbells are going to stay super glued together. They're not coming apart. This is going to be the only exercise we'll do today that's not a compound movement. So we're not going to add lower body to it. Make sure you have a slight tilt forward. I'm going to show you from the side. See how I'm tilting forward? If you're standing completely upright, it's going to be 100% rear deltoid. If you tilt forward, it's triceps and rear deltoid. Who's feeling some burning? I'm right there with you guys. Okay, 2 more. We're going to go to our second exercise. 1 more. Okay, quickly take those dumbbells here. Now, tricep overhead press. Down for 2, right knee for 2. Your elbows are tucked in to your head. Down, 2, lift for 2. You gotta balance a little. And the dumbbells are disappearing completely behind your head. Lift for 2. You're strong Tuesday. I want you to tell yourself, I am strong. So much of this is mental. If you think you're going to make it, you will make it. I know this is hard, and it's supposed to be hard. All right, last 4 slow. Oh, yes, you can. Last 3. Good. Last 2, don't get at the beach. 1 more. Now we're going to go tempo for 12 and you're done. 12, 11, elbows tucked in tight. Yes, you can. 8, last 6, last 4, 3, 2, shake it out. Oh, stay dumbbells. We're going to do some lunges. You guys ready? Of course they are. Now, the higher your step, the harder this is going to be. This is a traditional lunge, what we call elevated split leg lunge. Take your left foot way back, bend both knees. We're going to start here. All toes are pointing forward. All right, we're going to drop down for 2, come up for 2. Good job, you guys. Now, right arm, lateral raise, straight out to the side, no higher than your shoulder. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Short-term goal, we're trying to get our I'll come right back with you. And I would look around when I was teaching. By the way, teaching step aerobics is the hardest format ever. But I look around and I see somebody's shoe untied, the shoelaces untied. Oh my goodness. I would totally lose my train of thought, totally forget the choreography. The phrasing of the music, I'm like, I gotta go get that person and tell them the shoe's not tied. Okay, so you're getting that arm a little bit straighter. Good job, everybody. See if you can get that left knee lower. Now, are we experiencing that muscle fatigue yet? Yes. I want you guys to embrace the discomfort. You got 8 more lunges on the right knee. Everybody in the room can do it. Nice. Here we go. Last 6. Don't get ahead of the feet. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 4. Yes, you can. Last 3. Almost there, everybody. Last 2. There it is. One more. Okay. We're going to take the heavy dumbbells. Remember, when you pick stuff up, this also goes to you guys staying safe. I'm going to bend from my knees when I pick stuff up. All right, heavy dumbbell. Deadlift, second and final set. Feet hip distance, look forward. Drop down for 2. Bring it up for 2. Back flap. Chest lifted. Add that row. Reach, neutral. So we're going to talk about lean muscle mass because that's our long-term goal. And why do we want that lean muscle mass? Does anybody in the room think it's important to have strong, healthy bones as we get older? I mean, even if you're young, you want strong, healthy bones. So we have some good research that tells us the more muscle mass we have as opposed to fat, our bones are stronger. There's this protective effect. And when we do strength training, it creates a certain type of stress that makes the bones become more dense and stronger, which is really cool. So that's the first thing. The second thing is metabolism. How many of you have heard the bad news that after the age of 40, your metabolism slows down? Boo, exactly. All right, 2 more. That's true, by the way. However, there's something you can do about it. Last one. All right, guys, carefully step down. Go back to your regular dumbbells. There's something you can do about it, and it's called strength training. It's what you're doing right now. All right, left foot is on. Right foot comes back. Toes are pointing forward. Bend both knees. We're going to drop down for 2. Bring it up for 2. Front deltoid raise only to the forehead. Place the dumbbell, no swinging. So we have good data from many universities around the country, well, around the world actually, that shows us precisely how many calories muscle burns. And it's pretty cool the way they measure this. So the more muscle you have, the more calories your body's going to burn at rest, which in the long term is going to help you keep your healthy weight. So 1 pound of muscle burns about 4 to 5 times the calories that 1 pound of fat burns. Everybody's like, sign me up for muscle. But here's the thing, you guys, there's no shortcut. You can't take a pill to get muscle. You can't take an injection. That's not going to work. So for muscle, we got to do the work, what we're doing right now. Okay. It's worth it. So it's all about the effort you put into it and being consistent. All right, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to be consistent and you have to be patient. I've been teaching group fitness since 1991. So what I find is people come to the gym and they're like, I need to transform my body by tomorrow. And I'm like, 4, everybody. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Place that dumbbell. Remember, it's only going to the forehead. Who thinks you can do 8 more reps? Yes, you are strong. Tell yourself that. Remember, mentally tough, physically strong. You're developing your grit. All right, last 4. Listen to the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 3, 2, 2, 4. 2 more. Here it is, last 1. And shake it out. Great job, everybody. Okay, muscle fatigue is good. Repeat after me. The way that your legs feel right now, we want that. I can make this class so easy, it would be a joke. I'd be like, let's do 4 reps, talk to your neighbor, get some water, 2 more reps, take a break. You're not going to get anything out of that. What we put into it is what we get out of it. All right, we're looking at the word fitness. Take the dumbbell over to the outside of the lower right leg. Keep looking up, head up, chest up. Over to the left. Now, let's do that. 4 count. Ready? Here it is. You're going to sit for 2, lift for 2. Now I'm trying to get my weight plane to mark. I'm trying to give it away. So really reach way over to the left. Now the right leg, you're doing an abduction. It's not a swing. You're lifting from the muscle called the abductor. ABD. It's the outer thigh hip area. Okay, your muscles are formed Tuesday. I want to see you drop your booty lower into that imaginary chair. How's everybody feeling? Okay, check your form, check your form. Feet are hip distance, toes are going forward, head up, chest up. Did you guys set yourselves up for success for the workout today? I always like to talk about this because it's important. Your nutrition is literally what fuels your muscles, okay? What did you have for dinner last night, Tuesday? Did you have real food? Never eating real food? Not junk? Last 4. How about sleep? Did you know that your sleep affects your workout? Of course it does. Okay, 1 more. Good. Hold your squat. So your sleep hygiene. Is everybody getting those devices out of your bedroom? Okay, tiny little pulses. Are you getting off of your screens an hour to 2 hours before bed? Yes? Everybody's looking at me like, no. That's going to affect your sleep. That light stimulates your brain and it affects the production of melatonin. Turn those devices off. Alright guys, hold it. Hands above the knees. Slowly round up. Okay, we're going to quickly get our mat. We're not done yet, but we're close. Okay, we got push-ups. Everybody's having fun. So you're going to go capital T with your step and your mat. Okay. Now, everybody in the room can do a push-up. You might be doing it on your knees, and I love that. I want to see good form. Hands a little wide on the shoulders. Bodies in a straight line. 2 and 2. Drop down for 2. Push it up for 2. The other thing that's going to affect our energy and our workout is our hydration. Did you drink some water yesterday? And did you hydrate the moment you woke up this morning? Try to get that chest closer to the step. So we drop for 2, push it up for 2. We want to talk about breakfast. And make sure you're fueling your workout. Ideally an hour before you work out. 2 more, we're going to take a break. Your breakfast should consist of protein, good carbs, and good fat. All right, drop those knees, stretch your back. Excellent job, you guys. Okay, who thinks we can do one more set of push-ups? Who's having fun? Almost there. Come on. Make sure you don't arch your back. Push-ups should not hurt your lower back, but a lot of people arch their back. You don't want to do that. Last 4, last 3, 2, last 1. All right, stretch it back. Now, I want you to grab one of your heavy dumbbells. We don't get to do this a lot because we don't have a lot of time, but I love this exercise. You can put your towel on your step if you like. The dumbbell's going to get tucked behind your right knee. You're on your forearm. Flex your right foot. We're going to lift for 2, lower for 2. All right, guys. You're flexing the foot like the ceiling's falling down, and it's your foot's job to push it back up. Now, you're not leaning to one side or the other. We don't have a ton of time, so we're just going to do as many reps as we can, and then change sides. Maybe you guys are glad that we're running out of time. All right, Tuesday, we're going to do 2 more slow. Good, contract the core, 1 more slow. Get ready. Hold it up at the highest point, baby pulses up. Now, here's the thing. Gravity is trying to push your leg down. I want to see that leg a little higher. You are flexing your foot. The bottom of your shoe should be looking up at the ceiling. Remember, the ceiling's falling down, and it's your job to push it back up. Is anybody feeling something? All right, now hold it here. We're going to mix up the muscles a little. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Last 8, we got to change sides because we're running out of time. 6. I really need this class to be an hour and a half. Who's with me? All right. Good job, you guys. I always need more time. 1 more. All right, quickly stretch it back. Little child's pose. You can even lean over to the right if you like. And then put that dumbbell behind your left knee. We're going to knock this thing out and finish it. All right, 2 and 2. Lift it up for 2. Lower it for 2. Now, body awareness. Let's talk about body awareness. Sometimes people have amazing body awareness just naturally. Some of you might have had like a gymnastics background or a dancer, but if you don't have great body awareness, that's okay. That's why we have mirrors. So, look in the mirror. Make sure your left foot is flexed, and the bottom of your shoe is going up to the ceiling. Lift for 2, lower for 2. Is anybody feeling it? Okay. We just learned on Saturday, we had this meeting, and some of the new gyms, brand new EOs, they're building all these gyms all over the country. They're going to have a separate room for booty work. I'm like, you're building a room for the booty? All right, hold it up at the top, hold it here, little tiny pulses. I'm also very jealous because these new gyms are also getting special yoga rooms. They're not calling them yoga rooms, but it's like a quiet space with like nice and warm and lighting. So I feel like we should get that here. All right, guys. Now, hold it up there. Lift, lower. This is the last step and you're done. We should be feeling muscle fatigue. Who's with me? Now, gluteus is a very big muscle. So I'm not making a joke. I'm not joking here. I'm on the side of our booties, but it's a big, strong muscle. 2 more. 1 more. All right. If we had more time, we would have done a million more reps. So that's all you get for today. All right, guys. Stretch it back. Maybe lean over to the left. You are done with strength training. Nice job. Nice job. We're going to transition to yoga. All right. So for yoga, we need our mat. If you're using a gym mat, we have these new black mats that are in the closet. Don't use the mats at the back of the room because they're not the right material. So if you do use a gym mat, you can roll it up when you're done with that strap around. That'd be great. So we want to take our shoes off. Now, just a quick thing about being sore. A lot of you guys reported to me last week you were sore. And I was like, that's awesome. That makes me happy because when we're sore, that means change is occurring current in the muscle fibers. So the best thing to do with your store is move your body. All right, we're going to take our shoes off, but tomorrow should not be strength training. Now, when you're ready, you're going to come down, and we're going to start our yoga with our cat-cow sequence. So cat-cow. Make sure you've got some water. We have yoga blocks in the closet if you'd like to take one or two of those. We also have yoga straps. So, cat-cow, we are on our hands and our knees. We're going to exhale, tuck the chin, rounding the back, stretching like a cat, and then inhale. Pick your head up, bringing a little sway to the low back, and we're going to repeat that. So you're going from cat to cow, and in yoga we try to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, using that ujjayi breath. You're really pulling the navel in towards your spine. And again, if you have wrist issues, grab 2 yoga blocks from the closet and put your hand on the blocks. Now we're going to do our cat-cow sequence 2 more times. We're moving, we're breathing. And then when you finish, oh, I forgot to mention, please keep your steps. I forgot to say that. I have too many things to say, and I'm over 50, so I forget stuff. All right, we're stretching the back. When I first started teaching, you guys should have seen all the notes. I had notes everywhere, because I didn't know what in the world I was doing. Now I just forget stuff. Okay, child's pose. You are reaching the fingertips toward the front edge of the mat. Try to drop your bottom closer to your heels. We're moving now to down dog. Keep your hands and feet right where they are. Curl the toes under. Press the hips back, looking at your feet. Framing the head with the arms. On the inhale, we lift our heels away from the mat. Exhale, we slowly lower. And we'll do that again. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. So you're just getting a nice stretch for the Achilles tendons, for the gastrocnemius and the soleus. Now let's do that one last time as we lift and lower. And then you're going to hold your down dog, just looking at your feet. Tailbone reaches up to the sky. We're not letting gravity pull the abdominal muscles down, so really pull that navel in. Now from here, we're going to walk or jump, feet to hands, folding into Uttanasana. Let the head hang heavy. So your head weighs between 10 and 12 pounds. We're not trying to hold it up. You're just letting gravity take over. And if your neck feels tight this morning, turn your head from side to side. Release some of that tension. And on the inhale, we lift to monkey or standing table, your choice. So if you have the flexibility, try to get the palms of the hands down directly in front of the toes. Otherwise, a monkey, fingertips. You may also use a block here. Now we're looking forward slightly, preparing to stand up. Let's slowly reverse swan dive up. Exhale, closing the pose. So we're going to do our first balance pose, which is eagle. We're going to do 2 parts of the eagle. So find your focal point, put your weight on your right leg, cross your left leg on top, try to hook the toes to the lower right leg, and we're going to sit down into a squat. So you're coming down nice and low, and then your right arm is going to be on top. So take your left arm underneath, press the palms together. This is Dandasana, which means eagle. Now, if you can't get your toes to hook, you're going to let your foot just hang out like this. And if you're struggling, there's a modification. You can take your left big toe and put it on the floor. So just the big toe. Now, the second part of the pose, we're going to open it up for eagle and flight. You're going to flex your left foot, lift that leg using your abductor. Earlier, we talked about the abductor muscle. Everybody briefly put your hand right here. You should feel a contraction, the muscle tightening. That's your abductor, ABD. Right knee is bent. If you lose your balance, just come right back to it. See if you can lift that left leg 1 inch higher. Get the left leg a little straighter. We are breathing. And now release. Take a second to shake that leg out. Great job, everybody. And remember, we always give ourselves extra grace because the muscles are already tired from strength training. So if you lose your balance, it's no big deal. In fact, I lose my balance quite a bit, and that makes everybody feel better. Good job. Okay, left knee is bent. Find your focal point. Right leg sit across on top. Try to tuck the toes to the lower right leg. Sinking down to that squat. Now the left arm is on top, so slide the right arm under. And the palms are pressing together. We got 3 things that help us balance. It's the breath, the focal point, and the core. You're using all of those elements together. And if you lose your balance, no big deal. You reset. Just don't give up. Second part of the pose, we're going to inhale, eagle in flight, open it up, flex the right foot, keep your left knee bent, and then we're going to briefly put our hand on that abductor, just feel that contraction. We're doing that for when we talked about the body awareness. Also, it's important for you to understand your anatomy. See if you can lift that right leg 1 inch higher, breathing. And now we release, shake those legs out. Great job, everybody. We're going to do one more balance pose a little bit later. For now, we're standing tall in mountain. Inhale, reach to tall mountain. We're going to lift from your rib cage like you're trying to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Now on the exhale, we're going to sit into Uttanasana chair pose. Looks like a squat. So the difference between chair and a regular squat is you can have your feet hip distance or closer. So you guys can play around with that and see what feels right. Hands prayer position apart. We're going to twist to the left. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. Pull the left shoulder back. See if you can turn the torso a little bit more to the left. And then pretend like your chair just got lower. So we're going to bend our knees a little bit more. Try to drop your bottom, let's say 1/2 inch lower. We are breathing, never holding the breath. Now we come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sit, Uttanasana. It is normal for your quadricep muscles to get tired. So in strength training, we talked about muscle fatigue. It's the same principle in yoga. Hands prayer position, twisting to the right. Left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. Pull that right shoulder back. One of the things about yoga that surprises people is how challenging it is for the muscles. I think people kind of have the impression we're going to come in and just breathe and lay and take a nap. All right, we're holding that pose. Now once again, visualize your chair getting a little lower. See if you can bend your knees just a little more. Drop your bottom a tiny bit lower. Now we come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. We're going to slip the hands under the feet, palms facing up, and let your head just hang down. So once again, if that neck feels tight, you're turning your head from side to side. Now let's release the hands to the mat. Walk or jump to plank pose. I know Pam said we weren't allowed to do a plank. Sorry, Pam. We're doing a plank. Okay. All right. So you're on your knees or your toes. If you modify for this one, you can drop one knee, and so you'll kind of see where we're going here. We're going to take the right knee, crunch it forward in between the two arms. You're going to pause right there. So this would be the left knee down to modify. Come back to your plank. Now the left knee is going to crunch in. You can drop the right knee if it's too hard, and then come back to plank. So you're going to take that at your pace. The fingers are spread out wide, like starfish on the mat. You're crunching that knee in, and the leg, the foot are not allowed to touch the floor. So they're hovering, but they're not touching. Constant, steady breath. And again, your muscles might be already tired, so just do what you can. Let's do that one more time. Each side. And then when you finish, you're going to drop your knees, cross the big toes over each other, and then you choose either extended child or place your hands on top of your feet. So the encouragement for you is that you're going to get stronger every time you come to class. Your body was created to do this type of work.
but you have to be consistent. That's the big issue, I think, for most people, just being consistent. Now let's go extended child. Some of you are already there. Moving to down dog. Curl the toes under, press the hips back. I was telling my cycle class on Saturday, I teach a cycle class, we're not allowed to call it spin, but that's what it is. And I said, it's not supposed to be easy. This class is hard for me after 30 something years. Inhale, lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your right knee, open up the hip, turning that hip out to face the right, and you're gently looking under the right arm. Now we bring the hips square to the mat, step the right foot forward. Try to get your foot a little closer to the front edge of the mat. Take your time coming up to the lunge. Now we go to warrior two. Hips come up slightly. Left foot turns out 10 to 15 degrees. Bend your right knee 90 degrees. So we're looking over the front fingers, shoulders back and down. And then we want to glance down, make sure we're using almost the entire length of the mat. The front heel should be lining up with the left arch, that's the middle of the back foot. Now we're going to look in the left side mirror. Look at your right knee. Is your right knee bent at 90 degrees? This is what 90 degrees looks like. It's a very deep bend, and it takes a lot of effort. Now we straighten the right leg. Let's tip over into triangle. Right hand resting on the lower right leg. Left arm reaches up. We are looking up towards the ceiling. If that hurts your neck, just look down at the floor, making a triangle shape with our legs. Now we rebend the right knee, place the forearm on the thigh, left arm reaches up and over, extended side angle. Now if you want a deeper stretch, particularly for the adductors, ADD, you can take your right hand and place it on the floor. The left arm should be completely straight and the right knee is still bent at 90. This is an option we only have when our muscles are very warm. Now inhale, slowly come back, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, torso shift only to reverse warrior. Left hand resting on the back of the left leg or the sacrum, looking up towards your right hand. Make sure your body weight is forward on the right leg. So a lot of people do this and shift their weight back, so that's incorrect. When I make this transition, look at my torso, look at my legs. I haven't done anything to the lower body. It's a torso shift. And now we inhale, exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, pull the right foot back. Here we are in down dog, alternate heel presses. So you're gonna bend one knee, gently drop the opposite heel. Now we come forward to plank pose. You're on your knees or your toes. We tuck the elbows in tight, come down to chaturanga and hover. Upward facing dog, tops of the feet. Press back to down dog. I'm gonna show you how to modify this. Coming forward to plank, my knees are on the floor. Chaturanga, now I'm gonna do cobra instead of up dog. What's the difference? Front side of the body touches the floor. Press back to down dog. Now I want you to try to do 3 or 4 more, going at your pace. If that's too much, you pick a number that works for you. When you finish, you're gonna drop your knees and rest in child's pose. There's no judgment here, there's no competition here. So listen to your body. We want the yoga practice to be challenging, but doable. Keep the elbows tucked in really close to your rib cage. And remember, for up dog, the only thing touching the floor should be the tops of your feet and the palms of your hands. If that's too hard, use cobra as an alternative. When we're resting in child's pose, we want to be sipping water. Remember that you come to class already hydrated. That is really important. So we've got some good research from a couple of universities that have these college students. It cracks me up because the college students get paid like $50 to be dehydrated for the whole day. Like there's no way I would do that. But they're college students. So they have them come into the lab and they're totally dehydrated. And then the second group has all this hydration. And then they measure all these There's certain parameters regarding the muscle function. Really fascinating. All right, we're going extended child, moving to down dog, curl the toes under, press the hips back, looking at your feet. Inhale as you lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the left knee, open up the hip, turning that hip out to face the left, and we're gently looking under the left arm. Now we bring our hips square to the mat, step the left foot forward. Try to get the foot as close to the front edge of the mat as you can. That's an important landing there. Then take your time, coming up to a high lunge, warrior two. Hips come up slightly, right foot spins out 10 to 15 degrees. Bend your left knee 90 degrees. Take the gaze over the front fingers, shoulders back and down. We're gonna check our alignment. Once again, try to use almost the entire length of the mat. The left heel should be lining up with the right arch. Now, because you don't have a mirror on the right side of the room, you've got to use your body awareness. Is your left knee truly bent at 90? How do you know without a mirror? A good test is if you can bend your knee more, you're not quite at 90 yet. Now transition, let's straighten the left leg, tipping over triangle. Left hand rests in the lower left leg, right arm reaches up. We are making that triangle with our legs. If your hamstrings are really tight, you may use a yoga block here. Rebend the left knee, place the forearm on the thigh. Right arm reaches up and over, extended side angle. This is our first option. Second option, a little deeper if you wish. You may take your left hand inside the left foot. Right arm is completely straight. Now the challenge here is trying to get that left knee bent at 90 and maintain that. We are breathing. On the inhale, we slowly come back, warrior two, and then exhale to reverse warrior. Right hand rests on the back of the right leg or the sacrum. You're looking up at your left hand. Left arm can be bent or straight. And now we inhale, exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, pull the left foot back. Here we are in down dog, alternate heel presses. Coming forward to plank, we're gonna drop down to our forearms. We're clasping the hands together. Your body's in a straight line, and your legs should be completely straight. Now we're gonna bend the knees, let your kneecaps barely touch the floor, straighten the legs and pause. We're gonna do that again. So instead of plopping the knees down, you wanna really control the movement so you're engaging the core, upper body muscles are working hard, and gravity's trying to pull that rectus abdominis down. You've gotta make sure you pull the navel in towards your spine. Let's do two more. And now we'll do one more. Let's drop the knees, cross big toes over each other, and we'll place our hands on top of our feet. Full posture child pose. So we're letting those shoulders totally rest. Now for our last balance pose, we might need the towel or strap. So let's have that available at the top of the mat. We're going to extended child. Now moving to down dog, curl the toes under. Press the hips back, looking at your feet. Let's walk or jump feet to hands. Folding into Uttanasana, let the head hang heavy. Inhale to monkey or standing table. Slowly reverse swan dive up, and exhale, closing the pose. So you're gonna find your focal point. We're gonna put the weight on the right leg. Have that towel available just in case you need it. Take your left hand, first two fingers and thumb, wrap around the left big toe, and then reach your right arm up. Take the knee out at an angle. If you're struggling to balance, keep your knee bent. Full posture, you can extend your leg partway or all the way. And if you can't reach your foot, wrap the towel around the bottom of the foot. Hold on to two parts of the towel. Now remember those key elements. We're breathing, we're keeping our eyes on a focal point. We're contracting our core. And if you lose your balance, just reset, try again. Try not to get discouraged. We're just practicing yoga. Now we slowly release and shake the legs out. Okay, last leg, last balance pose. You're on the left side, find your focal point, right hand, first two fingers and thumb, wrap around the right big toe, take that knee out at an angle, reach the left arm up. Now if you're struggling, stay here with a bent knee. Maybe extend the leg partway or all the way. Supporting leg stays bent. You can always go to the wall or the mirror, anywhere in the room. Put your bottom up against the wall until you find your balance. It's a great prop if you need a little help. We are breathing. And now we slowly release, shake the legs out. Great job, everybody. You're done with balance. You made it. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, we swan dive forward. Once again, we're going to slip the hands underneath the feet, palms facing up. Let your head just hang down. So the key to balance is practicing balance. You want to try to get in the habit, like if you're brushing your teeth, you just stand it on one leg. Make sure you do both sides, obviously. Now from here, we're going to bring our hands to the mat. Step your left foot back to down dog. Step your right foot back to down dog. We're going to drop the knees, come to simple sitting, and then swing those legs out in front. You might need your towel or strap for this next pose. The right leg is extended straight. We're going to tuck the left foot into the right inner thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, we're folding over the right leg. So the upper back should be rounding. If you can't reach your foot, take your towel just like this. Wrap the towel around the bottom of the foot. See if you can bring the forehead a little closer to the knee. And we're using our breath to help us relax into the stretch. Try to use that ujjayi breath in through the nose, out through the nose, keeping the mouth closed. And now we release. Let's extend the left leg straight, tuck that right foot in. Now we will inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, we're folding over the left leg. So most of us have one side that's tighter. It could be your hip, it could be your hamstring, it might be both. Just do what you can. And again, you're using that ujjayi breath. Now we release. Take your time coming down onto your back, and you might need your towel or strap, so bring that with you. We're going to extend the right leg straight up in the air, and the left leg is extended out on the floor. Take your right hand, first two fingers and thumb, wrap around your right big toe, and your left arm goes out to the left with the palm down as an anchor. Now very slowly lower your right leg over to the right, keeping your hips and your shoulders pressed into the floor. Now the goal is to get the right foot to touch the floor. That might not happen. Might not happen today. Everybody's laughing. It might not happen today is what I was gonna say. And then turn your head and look to the left. So that's where the towel or strap comes in. So let's say I can't reach, I can't get my foot down, use that towel or strap. Ideally, we want the right leg to be totally straight. It's safe to do that. Now we bend the right knee, extend the right leg out onto the floor, pick up your left leg, left hand, first two fingers and thumb, wrap around the left big toe, reach your right arm out to the right with the palm down, that's your anchor. Now very slowly, the key is to do this slowly so that hip doesn't pop up. You're gonna very slowly take that left leg over to the left, try to press the hips and shoulders into the floor, and the goal is to get your left foot on the floor. If you can't get there, it's fine. Get as close as you can. Turn your head, look to the right. Now this is a stretch. I just have to say this. We only do this when our muscles are very, very warm. So at the end of your yoga practice or after you've done your cardio would be a great time to practice this one. Now rebend the left knee. We're gonna pull both knees into the chest. Little rock from side to side. You're just hugging those knees in. And now we move to happy baby. So you're taking your hands to the insides of the feet, soles of the feet looking up at the ceiling. You can add that rocking motion if you wish. Careful that you're not pulling on the legs. You're kind of letting gravity take over. Now we bring our feet to the mat. Let's extend the legs out straight, coming to corpse pose, Shavasana. Whoops. Feet a little wider than hips. Reach your arms out to your sides with the palms facing up. You may cover your eyes with your towel or just close the eyes, and we rest. On the inhale, we bring the knees into the chest, hugging those knees in. Exhale, holding onto the knees, begin to make small circles, massaging out the lower back. And now pausing in the center, let's reverse the direction of that circle. Pausing in the center, reach your arms straight out to your sides. Let your knees fall to the left as you turn your head to the right. And now we inhale, bring the knees back to center. Exhale, slowly lower the knees to the right. Turn your head to the left. Spinal twist. Let's roll over onto the right side of the body in a fetal position. Placing your hands on the mat, let's use the arms to slowly, carefully help yourselves up, coming up to that comfortable seated posture. Gently drape your hands over the knees. Let's drop the chin to the chest. Take your head in a semicircle only. So we're just going from one side to the next. Careful that you're not throwing the head back. And we'll do that one more time, semicircle. Pausing in the center, looking straight ahead. We soften the gaze. Let's release the arms. Inhale and exhale. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, think of one thing you are thankful for. Exhale, namaste. Thank you, everyone. Awesome job today. I hope to see you back on Thursday. Same time, different workout.